I'm just excited to get to watch this from this perspective now instead of as a competitor. But it looks like they're going to Final Destination.
Yep, looks like FD got chose out of all of that.
Yeah. This will be interesting. Like I mentioned about Solidus earlier, we're going to be seeing, like, who, I don't know, Isabelle, right? And we're seeing the DK from Lux. I remember this. It's pretty good. I'm not sure what the matchup history is between these two. I'm sure they've played a couple times.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm curious to see, like, I'm actually more curious as to why Solidus picked Isabelle instead of Yoshi or Mario. Just in my opinion, at least, and this is more commentator's bias, I guess, is that Mario and Yoshi just kind of they have that oppression over DK. Donkey Kong just has so much trouble with trying to like get out of juggle scenarios, like being hit upwards by up aerials, like Mario up air, or Yoshi up air can be so challenging. He doesn't have very many disjoints that can beat out others. However, he does have, like, he's not that bad. It's just that situations like that can be so challenging. And like we're seeing right now, like, some of the best things about DK is that he can just control ledge real well. He can control neutral really well if you're being smart about it. Like, we're seeing, like, controlling the ledge, keeping Solidus off stage, only going off when he believes he can get something out of it, and right there he forces Solidus to get back to center, but then gets that meaty down air out of it, and has a pretty decent percent lead, and due to Isabelle's low weight, he could get a kill at any second now. And there...
and there just that, and in that second, there you go.
Yeah, really. Like, that was pretty funny. We're seeing... And I think that the plan here for Solidus was that he was going to probably do planking. And planking, for those who are unfamiliar with the term, is essentially really buckle down on one side of the stage around the ledge area and kind of just really make a wall of either projectiles or just forcing the opponent to come to you. And that might work in certain matchups, or just it might work with a good mentality. But honestly, just the way it's looking right now, Luxray
wondering if we're getting a little input lag here.
Yeah. Possibly.
Pretty much with that one, I got a good feeling that was it too.
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, I think one thing I think Lux also does really well, just in any matchup, is that Lux, he knows when the risk versus reward is worth it. And you'll see, like, situations like here, he has like a whole stock lead, but sure, you could just risk it for the biscuit and go for something huge and crazy, but at the same time, like,
ooh,
that can happen. And had he not had his jump, his second one, he'd
be pretty much up a creek.
Yep. And I think now is the time where you can start risking it. You're a whole 100% ahead, and it wouldn't be the biggest injustice to lose it, because at this point you're DK with some rage, and you got your fully charged. Yep, there it is.
With the donkey kick.
That was good. Yeah, that was actually really good time I think about it, because he not only, we'll see it here, he not only, so he got the Nair, gets another, I think, up B maybe, or what does he get here? He gets something else, because I think he died at like 110? Let's see. So he gets, oh, he gets out of the thing. There it is. Okay, so what he got there was, Isabelle's up B can actually have some really hard trouble if you pressure it essentially just before they grab ledge, just because Isabelle can travel pretty fast vertically and as well as pretty fast horizontally just because of how balloons work, but trying to punish it closer to the ledge and anticipate the timing rather than read like the direction is much simpler. And with DK back air, it can be pretty simple to like hit. It's a pretty decent hitbox, and as long as you break both balloons or your hitbox is close enough to the bottom of them to where when Isabelle rises up, she actually can just take the hit and then get punished like that. And I assume that time Solidus was just not ready to like tech.
Yeah.
It's really hard to anticipate that, especially at that close of a like timing. Like he probably figured he was already there. So it doesn't look like Solidus is switching.
And it doesn't look like they're switching on stage. They're going back to PS2.
Yeah, Solidus laughing about it as they both. Oh, he did switch to Mario. I didn't
He
see
switched
that.
to Mario, yes.
I respect it, and I fully agree with that.
Fully
pick.
support.
Yes, I back it. I think that we're gonna see some really good play come out from Solidus if he's able to keep his head on straight, not go for anything too risky, but also just go for the meaningful damage. All right, good down air to get out of that. That would have been spooky. Up tilts galore. Here we go. Nice. That's like, look at this. He's already at 66 damage and
yeah,
only off of like maybe 2 different interactions. But honestly, this matchup, like, if Solidus doesn't play it, if he tries to play it too quickly, this is how the matchup's gonna be the whole time. It's gonna be neck and neck. You're gonna see lots of damage being thrown out and lots of stocks going really quickly because we're only like 40 seconds in and somebody's about to die. Like somebody's about to lose their stock here.
Ooh.
That's a really good recovery. He had to play it a bit safe like that, and I think at that time he meant to do a forward or back air through the platform, but that was really good. Expecting to mash out of the grab, and that's a mistake you cannot afford to make. Solidus reading how far his air dodge would take him, and that's definitely a habit you don't want to get into. You really just want to go for that safe up B to ledge, especially with somebody like Mario. His multi-hit up B isn't gonna really lose to anything DK can throw out besides maybe a down air, and even then you don't want to risk that as DK, just because like if you get hit towards like away from stage, you're done for. You just can't make it back. And see right there, like had he done that earlier, he wouldn't be down 2 stocks.
Ooh, bingo.
And so this is where I think Luxray definitely knows he can risk it all. He's gonna go for that double up air. No, he's keeping it safe. Tried to go for near there.
Bingo.
Nice.
Yep.
Finally gets a stock up. Now I think as long as Solidus can keep his like head on straight, he's trying to be more patient, stand on that platform. Just needs to get meaningful damage in. You don't need to overextend yourself, get buried, get thrown off stage, and have to get edge guarded. You don't want to risk anything like that. You want to just use your fireballs, play it patiently. If he overextends, you get those up airs, you get that down air. But at 99%, 114, he's getting edge guard now. Gets the wrong read, Luxray does. We're seeing some nerves, throwing out up smashes. You don't want to do that. You don't want to overextend yourself yet. It's not worth it. Up smash, it's a great move for killing, but at 43%, even with Rage as Mario, you're not killing DK with up smash. And here's another grab. You don't want to get thrown.
Here comes that donkey kick, yep.
Smart. He did up B again. He did up B this time instead of air dodging. Ooh, that air dodge was risky, but it paid off big time. Almost at max rage here. Basically at max rage, 3%. Nice stall with the cape. Let's see what he does. Ooh, that was so dangerous. He actually beat out the side B, and that side B from Donkey Kong, that like headbutt or whatever, it has some armor on it. And so had Solidus gotten hit by that, this would have been done for. And he...
It looks like that's going to do it too.
Yeah. Definitely a bit of spaghetti being thrown out from both of them at the end. I think that Luxray could kind of feel the momentum shifting a bit. And right here, that up B was important just because he waited a bit. In there, that back air was so important. That was so important to keep himself in it and force Lux to throw out that neutral B, that donkey punch. And had, I think, right there when, right here actually, right when he was on the platform, had Solidus gone for another up air after that first one, he would have actually beaten Lux into dropping shield and may have gotten a juggle kill off of it and kept the match going.
Nice.
But because he kind of left the pressure off, he allowed Lux to know, hey, it's fine, I can jump out of this and risk that down air, you know? And even then, like, if he doesn't get it, he's fine still. He still has another stock, and it's going to be a long battle back for Solidus.
All right, so looks like we're getting ready to have BW Styles go up against Just Doki, funny enough. These guys, I don't think they've had a match in a super close to a long time, but we'll see in just a second. Let's take a hot look at the bracket, see where we're at on things. All right, so you guys just got done watching Luxray NYC go up 2-0, stamping his ticket into winners finals right now. BW Styles going to be playing Just Doki next. and we're going to see the winner of that face off against Luxray in winners finals. On the other half of things, Solidus Hedgehog getting dropped down is going to face the winner between Teddy and PJ, and then we should have a match going on off stream between Titan Killer and Monster Man. And that, guys, is how we got to where we are right now.
Solidus says in chat, I feel like a basketball.
Getting dunked on.
Yeah, he got bounced straight up into the blast zone. Yeah, and I mean it's kind of it's always a sinking feeling when you get hit by a move that spikes, but you get sent upward.
Yeah.
You have to go up. But yeah, I think that Solidus definitely he was battling through the pressure at the end. It was just a bit too little, too late, and I think that he definitely was shifting the momentum. He was causing a bit of nerves coming up from Luxray at the end. He threw out both the side B and then the donkey punch, and that was just, it's risky to throw both of that out because donkey punch, while at that percent for Mario, he's already so high that it's not your win condition, especially since he did end up getting that forward aerial. But it is something that leaves you a bit vulnerable after the fact, and so that's how we got here, yeah. And now that we're on